Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2001 season in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We have a very rare episode of Friday morning baseball that is taking us to Camden Yards, where the Toronto Blue Jays are playing the Baltimore Orioles in the Battle of the Birds. Philip Reynolds is first to join us here at Camden Yards. Looking at the American League and the American League East standings, the Baltimore Orioles come into this with a record of 63 wins and 66 losses. Shockingly, they are a game and a half behind the Yankees for second place in the division. The Yankees are at 500, however, so neither team right now would be eligible for the playoffs. As for the Toronto Blue Jays, they have a record of 50 wins and 80 losses. Also known as Toronto's doomsday number is 1. So the reason I'm so early today, Philip, is because I'm actually off from work today. I had a couple things I'm dealing with. I got my taxes done today, and I had to drop my car off for some work, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the day off so I can respond. So basically I can respond to either the car or another thing that I'm dealing with right now at a moment's notice. On a related note, if I go a little bit quiet, I'm dealing with one of those things. So, like I said, took the day off from work to deal with errands. Now the car is in for getting some work done, and it sounds like they're going to have it for a while yet. So that's why we're coming to one of our first. I'm hoping to do 2 blocks today, all told. This one and then the next block, but I'll talk more about that during the 7th inning stretch. Anyway, as I was saying, the Blue Jays come into this record with a record of 50 wins and 80 losses. Their doomsday number is 1. If the Blue Jays lose here, or any time for the rest of the season, they can no longer finish with a winning record and thus will be ineligible for playoff competition. Both teams, of course, are looking up at the first place Tampa Bay Devil Rays in the division. The Devil Rays come in with a record of 73 wins and 57 losses. So this should be a good one on the board. But let's jump into the action as we've got a matinee brewing here at Camden Yards. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles today is Jose Mercedes. 8-17 with a 5.82 ERA, 184 innings pitched, 219 hits, 20 homers, 63 walks, 123 strikeouts in 2001. Let's meet the Blue Jays lineup, trying not to bring Toronto to doomsday. Leading off, we have got Vernon Wells in center field, Alex Gonzalez is at shortstop, Brad Fulmer's the designated hitter, Carlos Delgado's at first base, Raul Mondesi is in right field, Chris Latham is in left field, Felipe Lopez is at third base, Darren Fletcher's catching, and Homer Bush is at second base. As I mentioned, ideally we will have a second block later tonight at a little more normal time than this. Leading off for the Blue Jays today is Vernon Wells. Mercedes is a righty, no homers, 4 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. We are using orange, white, and black dice today. Orioles are the home team. Toronto trying not to be eliminated here. Baltimore would like to salvage this replay, try to get into second place in the division. Mercedes will look in. He will get the sign from Fernando Lunar, who's catching for the Orioles today. Can the Orioles make up ground in the American League East today? Only the dice know, and in order to find out what story the dice want to tell, we have to go to the first pitch, so let's play ball. We are going to get started with a 5, which is a tough 41. That is a called strike 3 on Wells, out number 1, and we are underway here at Camden Yards. Alex Gonzalez, now the batter for Toronto. 13 homers, 32 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is an in-play 55. That'll be grounded over to third. Picking that up for the Orioles is Cal Ripken. He'll make the throw over to first across the horn. 2 outs in the inning. Brad Fulmer, now up for the Bluebirds. 16 homers, 27 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is in play once again. 98 is still going to be miles too high. That'll get lifted into right field. Back for that is Chris Richard. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bluebirds here in the top of the first. After half an inning, score is now Toronto 0, Baltimore coming to bat. Starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays today is Brandon Lyon. 5-4 with a 4.29 ERA. 63 innings pitched, 63 hits, 6 homers, 15 walks, 35 strikeouts in 2001. Let's go ahead and meet the starting lineup for the Orioles on their side of the Battle of the Birds. Leading off, Melvin Moore is at shortstop. Brian Roberts is at second base. Chris Richard is in right field. Jeff Conine is at first base. Cal Ripken's at third base. Tony Batista is the designated hitter. Larry Bigby is in left field. Fernando Lunar's catching. And Luis Matos is in center field today. That's the lineup for the Brown Birds today. Leading off for the Orioles is Melvin Mora. 6 homers, 24 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. I will see you guys as usual for the top of the second. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 6 is an in-play 15, and Mora is going to lead us off with a base hit for the Orioles. Infield will move to double play depth. Brian Roberts, now the batter. 1 homer, 10 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Jump of 4 against the hold of 5. Mora is probably going to stay put, and he is. Roberts also not that good a bunter. He's going to swing. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 39. And that's actually going to be a base hit for Roberts. He's going to fight that one off for a single. Soft blooper into right field. Mora will go to second. Roberts will go to first. And just like that, the Orioles have something going on here with nobody out. As I.D. Jester now joins us here at Camden Yards. And I explained it a little bit earlier, Jester, but what I'm doing home is I took the day off. I had to go deal with some car stuff, get my taxes done. My car is right now being serviced at the dealership, and they think they're going to have to keep it for most of the day. So that's what I'm doing here in the middle of the afternoon. There should be another block at the normal time tonight, but I do want to pick up the pace on 2001 a bit. Chris Richard, now the batter as we come back to Camden Yards. 14 homers, 37 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 30, and that's going to be a called strike 3 on Richard. Man, did the Blue Jays need that strikeout. That is the first strikeout for Lyon, also the first out of the inning. Jeff Conine, now the batter. 10 homers, 41 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking. Actually, that's going to be a Toronto defense check, so let's see what the Blue Jays are up to. Range on the second baseman. Second baseman for the Blue Jays is Bush. His range is a B. And we've got a rare play. So let's see if we can find the defense rare plays with a runner on. Runners on defense. Is it on the back of this? No. Alright, so I've got part of the... here we go. Runners on base defense. Let's see, a 6. If runners on first base, ground ball to shortstop is fielded and tossed to second for the force out. Runner upends the second baseman and the batter is called out due to interference for a double play. Check second baseman for an injury. If there's no runner on first base, there is. So, let's see. So if runner on first, ground ball to shortstop is fielded and tossed to second for the force out. So that's going to be a G6, 4. And runner upends the second baseman, and the batter's called out due to interference for a double play. Okay, so they are going to get the double play. That will get them out of the inning. Before I resolve all of that, though, let's check the second baseman for the injury. A little bit chaotic there already here. Second baseman, as we established, is actually... Second baseman we established was Bush. It was Bush. His injury is normal. Let's see, that's going to be cocked. That's a 66. That means he's going to come out of the game. Injuries are only day of game if they are during the playoffs. So now we're going to resolve the G643 inning-ending double play. And we will say that 2 hits for the Orioles come to nothing. After 1, we are scoreless in Baltimore. Stadium groans. Ugh. Yeah, I did mention that I was taking the day off to get my car fixed. All right, so Bush is out of the game. Let's see if the Blue Jays have another second baseman on the bench. They do. Coming in to take over at second base is going to be Jeff Fry. And he will bat 9th. Okay. All right, I'll deal with that when we get to... Actually, I'll deal with that either when it's time to put the defense back out for the Blue Jays or when Bush would come up, whichever comes first. Leading off, Carlos Delgado for the Blue Jays. 31 homers, 68 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. And truth be told, it probably sounds worse than it is because it's mostly maintenance stuff. So oil change, tire rotation, which actually turned into a little bit more than that. But I also had to get the blind spot monitors looked at, so that's what's going on there. But still, car is very drivable. Everything's in good shape. Just minor maintenance. Anywho, enough about my car. Back to baseball, okay? Or shall we? Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 75. Delgado will just miss that. Instead, he's going to get under it and lift it into center field. Matos back for that one. He will make the catch for out number 1. Raul Mondesi, now the batter. 20 homers, 47 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is an in-play 13. Mondesi is going to get into one. He'll have a base hit off of that. First hit of the day for Toronto. Chris Latham, now the batter as Baltimore moves to double play depth. 1 homer, 2 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Jump of 6 against a hold of 7 is probably nothing we are running on. Jump of 6, hold of 7, 0 to 63. How good a bunter is Latham? He's not. They're actually on him try to get the jump. Actually, a C3 would be a normal chance. Never mind. He's going to stay put. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. I'm going to re-roll the orange die because that ended up cocked. 5 is a tough 75. Called strike 3 on Latham. Second strikeout of the day for Mercedes. Out number 2. Felipe Lopez taking his first turn at the plate. 2 homers, 11 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 26. Swing and a miss by Lopez. Strike 3 will end the inning. Third strikeout of the day for Mercedes. The one-out single by Mondesi goes to waste. And we're still scoreless here in Baltimore as we move to the bottom of the second. Okay, I'm gonna deal with this defensive change before I forget. Since what would have been Bush's spot didn't come up. So let me get this sorted out real quick, and then we'll get back to baseball. Actually, technically, this is still baseball that we're looking at. So coming in to play third base, or second base, right? Yes, second base is going to be Jeff Fry. He is that's the 9 spot. Okay. And we had rare play chaos already. Bottom of the second puts us in the middle of the Orioles order. Cal Ripken Jr. now at the plate. 12 homers, 17 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a ballpark check. 18, that's wheelhouse for Ripken. A 40 is going to be a 40 is going to be a base hit for Ripken. He will have a single. And I just saw something else that I'm going to take a minute to deal with here. Infield move double play depth. Tony Batista will now bat. Well, he'll bat shortly. 9 homers, 15 walks with the Orioles in 2001. Yep. Come on. There we go. All right. I'm dealing with something else here that I'm going to take care of real quick. Okay. All right. So that's all handled for the time being. Okay. Now back to Camden Yards once again. Jump of 1 for Ripken against a hold of 5 is probably not a good chance to steal. No, it's not. Ripken is going to stay put. Actually, Batista's not going to bunt either. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is an in-play 95. That'll be lifted into left field. Coming under that for the Blue Jays is Latham. He will make the catch for out number 1. So yeah, I've got a couple irons in the fire today, but nothing catastrophic. Larry Bigby, now the batter for Baltimore. 2 homers, 15 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 1, and Bigby's going to get into that one. That'll get into the gap. That'll be a double. Line drive into the alley into center field. Runners advance 2 bases. So that'll put Ripken at third, Bigby at second, and all of a sudden the infield is going to have to play in. Fernando Lunar, now the batter. No homers, 6 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Fans here at Camden Yards are on their feet, hoping the Orioles can get something out of this. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 61, plunk, ouch. And what he does instead is load the bases full of brown birds. Hold on. Luis Matos, now the batter. 4 homers, 11 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. The Orioles have a chance to take control of this battle of the birds. Ripken at third, Bigby at second, Lunar at first, no place to put Matos. Fans here at Camden Yards are going crazy. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, here's the kick, and here comes the pitch. 3 is an in-play 71. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that one is going to be Wells. He will make the catch. That is out number 2. Let's see, that was in play. Ripken won't score because his run rating is not high enough. 2 outs in the inning. Mora, now the batter. Mora today has a single. A single would actually give the Orioles at least a 2-0 lead because of 2-base advancement with 2 outs. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. Toronto, not out of the woods yet. Lyon will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 58. Base hit by Mora. That'll give the Orioles the lead. Grounder up the middle. Ripken will score. Bigby will score. Lunar will go to third. Mora will go to first. 2-0 Baltimore. Stadium cheers. Yay! All right. Runners at the corners with 2 outs, and Roberts, now the batter. Roberts today also has a single. 2-0 Baltimore, just like that. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 74. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Wells going back for that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side, but not before the Orioles take the lead. 2 runs on 3 hits and a hit batter. 2-0 Baltimore after 2. How's the weather up here? Cold and snowy? Any better? Actually, when I was out earlier, it was actually pretty nice. It was actually cloudy, maybe a little on the windy side. I think the jacket I had might have been a little bit too thin, but not terrible. Anyway, top of the 3rd. So no, weather's not terrible at all today. It's not snowy. It's been raining recently, though. Jeff Fry, coming back to Camden Yards, now the batter. 1 homer, 11 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Orioles jumping out to a quick 2-0 lead. Let's see if Mercedes can hold it for Baltimore. Remember, Toronto cannot lose this game if they want to keep eligible for the playoffs. In the theoretical sense, anyway. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 68. That's not going to help. That'll be bounced over to second. Coming in for that one is Roberts. He will make the play. Wait, that actually should be Fletcher. Fletcher with 8 homers, 14 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. A tough 68. is actually going to be bounced over to short is the only difference. Where instead of who did I say? I forget who I said, but it'll be Mora getting that one. He'll make the play for out number 1. Now the batter is Fry, and we've already gone through his stats, so no need to rehash them. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 20. Called strike 3 on Fry. Strike 3, that's out number 2. 4th strikeout of the day by Fletcher. Not by Fletcher, by Mercedes. Wells, now the batter. Wells is 0 for 1. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 52, and Wells is going to fight that one off his hands. He will get to second with a 2-out double. Gonzalez, now the batter with 2 outs. Gonzalez grounded out his first time up. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 11. Gonzalez is going to smack that one. He'll get that out of the infield. That'll be a base hit. Wells will score on 2-base advancement. It's 2-1. Fulmer, now the batter with 2 outs. Fulmer's 0 for 1. He flew out to right his first time up. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 9. Swing and a miss by Fulmer. Strike 3, that ends the inning. 5th strikeout of the day for Mercedes. But the Blue Jays managed to get on the board. 1 run on 2 hits. And it's now 2-1 Baltimore as we move into the bottom of the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd, heart of the order for the Orioles coming up. Batter now is Richard. Richard struck out his first time up. And I will see you guys for the top of the 4th. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking at for Toronto. This is how we got our rare play earlier. Error on the shortstop. Gonzalez is our shortstop. His error rating is a 4. And he'll have maybe a little bit of trouble with it, but not enough. Not a lot of trouble. That's going to be lined right to him. He'll put up his glove in self-defense, where the ball will slam into it for out number 1. Conine, now the batter. Conine grounded into a chaotic double play. That was our rare play. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 15. Ball 4. Slider misses the zone, and that's a 1-out walk. Ripken, now the batter. Ripken has a single today, and he scored the first run for Baltimore. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. Infield is at double play depth. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is we've got an in-play rare play. I think this is our second rare play of the day so far. A 0-0. If runner on first, hard ground ball hits the runner. Runners out, batter safe at first on a fielder's choice. Other runners advance one base. If no runner on first base, but there is a runner on first base, so Conine will be out on the fielder's choice. That'll be a G6. We'll call that a G4-6. That'll get us to the same place that we want to be. 2 outs in the inning. I don't think there's a way to enter that in Digital Diamond, so I'm not going to try. We'd probably be cussing and swearing while I fight with Digital Diamond to enter that, so we'll just call it a G4-6 and be done with it. Batista now the batter. Batista flew out his first time up. 2-1 Baltimore, bottom of the third. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 30. That's a called strike 3 on Batista. That will retire the side. A walk, but nothing else for the Orioles. Scores 2-1 Baltimore after 3. And I forgot to update all of that. Get up here, OBS. Top of the fourth brings us to the middle of the Blue Jays order. Here's Delgado. Delgado today is 0 for 1. He flew to center his first time up. 2-1 Baltimore, top of the fourth. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a ballpark 70. He's a lefty. That's in play for Delgado. But a 6, he's going to get into that one. That'll get into the gap, and Delgado will be at second with a leadoff double. And the tying run suddenly 180 feet away. Here's Mondesi, charged with driving him in. Mondesi has a single today. Delgado, jump of 1 against the hole of 7. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a patient 47, and Mondesi's going to get into that one. He'll get that to the gap, and that will tie the game. Delgado will score. We are knotted up at 2. Stadium groans. Ugh. Batter now is Latham as the Blue Jays are starting to come to life. Latham's 0 for 1. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 87. Called strike 3 on Latham. That's out number 1. 6th strikeout? No. Oh, yeah, 6th strikeout, actually. But that is out number 1 in the inning. Batter now is Lopez. Lopez also struck out his first time up. Tied at 2, top of the 4th. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar with 1 out in the inning. Mercedes will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is a defense check for Baltimore. Error on the first baseman. First baseman is Conine. His error rating is a 3. He's going to struggle with it a bit, but he'll make the play. And that'll be a ground ball right to him. He will take that over to first. 2 outs in the inning. Mondesi will go to third. I think a G3U in this situation will put Mondesi at third, but let's make sure. Because that's what we're trying to get to here. Fletcher, now the batter. Yeah, Fletcher is 0 for 1 and perfect. Okay. The go-ahead run now 90 feet away. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 73. Fly ball into center field. Getting to that for Baltimore's Matos. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Blue Jays tie the game. 1 run, 2 hits, actually 1 run, 2 doubles, we can say. We are tied at 2 heading into the bottom of the 4th. Stadium size. Phew! Sighing because that could very easily have been a whole lot worse. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and Big B now is leading off for B-more. Big B today is 1 for 1. He's got a double today. Tied at 2, bottom of the 4th. This battle of the birds could go either way. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 31. Swing and a miss by Big B. Strike 3. That's out number 1. Third strikeout of the day by Lion. Lunar, now the batter. Lunar was hit by a pitch his first time up. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 19. Swing and a miss by Lunar. That's out number 2 on another strike 3. Fourth strikeout of the day by Lion. 2 down, and the batter now is Matos. Matos is 0 for 1. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking at for Toronto this time. Range on the right fielder. Right fielder is Mondesi. His range is a D. This could be a problem. A 7, that'll drop in front of Mondesi. And we'll find out how bad the damage is going to be. That's actually going to be a double for Matos. That'll get down in front of Mondesi for a double. Actually, it'll probably go to the wall, honestly. Batter now is Mora. Mora is 2 for 2 with 2 singles today. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 69. Just going to miss getting a hit off of that. He'll bounce that over to second. Coming in for that one is going to be Fry. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. The 2-out double comes to nothing for Baltimore. We are tied at 2 here at Camden Yards after 4. Top of the 5th coming up, and leading off for the Blue Jays is Fry. Fry is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Tied at 2, top of the 5th. Not just a pitcher's duel, but definitely a lower scoring game, which I wouldn't expect with 2 pitchers with an ERA at right around 10. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is an in-play 30. That's actually going to be a wild pitch. That's ball 1. We will do it again. Six is an in-play 50. That'll be grounded over to third. Grabbing that is Ripken. He'll take his time, throw it across the horn for out number 1. Wells, now the batter. Wells today is 1 for 2 with a double. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 7. Swing and a miss by Wells. Strike 3 for out number 2. 7th strikeout of the day by Mercedes. Two outs, and Gonzalez is now the batter. Gonzalez today is 1 for 2 with a single. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 7 is an in-play 58. That'll be way too high to do anything with it. Grounded over to third. Ripken will take his time, make another throw across the horn. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays here in the top of the 5th. Tied at 2, moving into the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th brings us to the top of the Baltimore order. Here's Roberts. Roberts is 1 for 2 with a single today. Battle of the Birds, tied at 2, heading into the bottom of the 5th. Lyon will finish up his warm-up tosses. Now he'll get the sign from Fletcher. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 5. Hold on just a second. There we go. 5 is an in-play 40. That'll be popped up on the infield. Going into foul territory for that is going to be Lopez, but he'll get there, make the catch for out number 1. Richard, now the batter. Richard today is 0 for 2. He struck out and lined out. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 74. That'll be way too high to do anything except lift it into center field. He got under that one badly. Wells will track it down without any issue. Coming in, he'll make the catch for out number 2. Conine, now the batter. Conine is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. Boxcars is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking at for Toronto. Range on the second baseman. Second baseman is Fry. His range is a B. He was pretty good. But a 21 is going to get past him for a base hit. Conine will have a 2-out single. Ripken, now the batter with 2 outs. Ripken is 1 for 2. He's got a single today. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 82. That'll be grounded over to short. Gonzalez will come in for that one. He'll have to charge. He'll make a barehanded play, though, but that will retire the side. A 2-out single comes to nothing for the Orioles. The Battle of the Birds is tied at 2 after 5. As Cardboard Commander now joins us here at Camden Yards. Bald Guys sports games, huh? I'll have to look into that. And just in case you're wondering, Cardboard Commander, I'm planning on doing another block later tonight. This one I got to because I talked about it a couple of times here. I talked about it at the top of the intro, and then I talked about it again when Jester asked. But I am hoping to get to I am planning on doing another block later tonight. Let's actually remember to change the scoreboard because we are in the top of the 6th. Batter now is Fulmer. Fulmer is 0 for 2. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 41. That'll be grounded right back to Mercedes. He will throw that over to first, out number 1. Delgado, now the batter. Delgado is 1 for 2 with a double today. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 76, and he's not going to be able to fight this one off. He'll get under it and get it into center field. Where Matos will come in, make that catch on the run. 2 outs in the inning. Mondesi, now the batter. Mondesi is 2 for 2 with a single and a double today. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is a wheelhouse 53. 2-out single from Mondesi. He will be 3 for 3. Latham, now the batter with 2 outs. Latham has struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 47. Swing and a miss by Latham. That will retire the side. 3rd strikeout of the day for Latham. That is the 8th strikeout for Mercedes. But that also gets the Orioles out of trouble. The 2-out single goes to nothing for the Blue Jays. We remain tied at 2, moving into the bottom of the 6th. You'll be doing the game from your Rocky Cardboard Commander. Will be doing the game from his Rockies replay for 2007 later tonight. What system are you using for that, Cardboard Commander? I'm trying to think of what seasons have 2007, aside from your usual suspects. Your APAs, your season tickets, your fall classics, inside pitch. Not every system has it, of course, but I'm curious which system you're doing it in. If I had to guess, you're probably doing it in APA, though. Bottom of the 6th, and Tony Batista back to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. Hold on. God, I'm getting old. Hard getting up and down. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a ballpark check. 95 is in play for Batista, though. A 5 is going to be enough for him to smack that into the gap. Batista is going to have a 2-bagger. That'll bring Bigby to the plate. Bigby today is 1 for 2 with a double of his own. Batista waits at second with the go-ahead run, and I'm very clumsy with the dice today. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 82. That'll be grounded over to second. Picking that up is going to be Fry. He'll make the play over to first. For out number 1, Batista will take third on the play. I'm so used to Batista being a wrestler from back when I was younger that now having Batista be a legit last name for a baseball player is taking me a little bit of getting used to. That I'm trying not to imagine the muscle. I don't want to call him a muscle head, but you guys know, if you're a wrestling fan, you guys know where I'm trying to go with that. Lunar, now the batter. Lunar today is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch. The infield is playing in as well. Lion will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is a defense check. Uh-oh, who are we checking this time for Toronto? Error on the shortstop. Shortstop is Gonzalez. His error rating is a 4. That's a 47. He will get to that one. Except the throw is going to come to the plate. That will be a... Actually, if it's a ground ball, it will. And that is a ground ball. So that is going to come to the plate. So Batista coming in trying to score. Let's see what happens here. And now I need to find my... I believe a 10, the ball gets through, if I remember correctly. And, yep, that actually will get through for a base hit, and that'll let the Orioles take the lead. Batista will score. Lunar will go to first. It's 3-2 Baltimore. Stadium cheers. Yay! That'll put the infield to double play depth. Matos, now the batter. Matos today is 1 for 2 with a double. We're going to get some activity in Toronto's bullpen, as starting to get loose for the Blue Jays is going to be Scott Iyer. He will start tossing for the Blue Jays. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Orioles with a 3-2 lead. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 97. Fly ball into left field. Latham will get under that one for Toronto. He will make the catch for out number 2. Mora, now the batter. Mora is 2 for 3 with 2 singles today. 3-2 Baltimore, bottom of the 6th. Lyon will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 23. Swing and a miss by Mora. Strike 3. That will retire the side. That is the 5th strikeout by Lyon, but that will retire the side. The Orioles do take the lead, though. One run on, that should be 2 hits, I think. Double, yep, 2 hits. It is now 3-2 Baltimore after 6. Just catching up with chat. It's actually an Action PC. Another of the usual suspects. Top of the 7th coming up. And Lopez, now the batter. Lopez is 0 for 2. We're also going to get some activity in Baltimore's bullpen right after I reorganize my charts, because I had a little bit of a mess here. I had a little bit of a mess coming out of that rare play. But let's get some activity in Baltimore's bullpen as well. As getting loose for the Orioles is going to be... Who do the Orioles want getting loose here? They will get... They're going to get B.J. Ryan warming up in the bullpen. Just going to make a quick note of that. And we're good. Tapping back into Digital Diamond. All right. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 6. Swing and a miss by Lopez. Strike 3. That's out number 1. 9th strikeout for Latham, or 9th strikeout for Mercedes. Tonight, 1 out in the inning. Fletcher, now the batter. Hello, what's this? Okay, that's the other thing Actually, let me just take a quick break here so I can get this dealt with. So, timeout. Okay. Will you stop trying to record? Oh, for crying out out loud. There we go. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, we've got Fletcher up with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Landed right on top of Baltimore's action deck, or fast action card deck, so very cool. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 2. Fletcher's going to get into 1. That'll get into center field, and he's going to have a double. Another one of these very good back-and-forth games. Batter now is Fry with 1 out. Fry today is 0 for 2. Fletcher waits with a tying run 90 feet away, or 180 feet away. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is a defense check. We're looking at range on the shortstop. Shortstop for Baltimore is Mora. His range is a C. Okay. His range is a C15. That's going to get through, though. And that's going to be a base hit. That will be enough to tie the game with 2 base advancement. Fletcher will score. Fry will go to first. We're tied at 3. Stadium groans. Ugh. Wells, now the batter, infield set for double play. Excuse me. Wells today is 1 for 3 with a single. A single, actually a double, I take it back. Mercedes is now tired, but they're going to see if he can get out of the inning. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. Tied at 3 here in the top of the 7th in this Battle of the Birds. Mercedes will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in play, which that doesn't change. 59 is going to be too high. That'll be grounded over to third. Let's see if the Orioles can turn the double play. They need a 6 or less on 2d6. No. Fry will be thrown out. Wells will go to first. Out number 2. They can't get the relay over to Conine in time to complete the double play. Two outs in the inning. Batter now is Gonzalez. They're still going to let Mercedes try to get out of the... Hold on. We should be tied here. What happened? I got to back up a couple plays because Digital Diamond missed something. We should be tied. Let's see. Bring up the righty Fry. Fletcher. Oh, Fletcher had a double. Okay, so it looks like that's what happened here. So Fletcher. All right, so let's just make sure I've got things straight here. So yeah, Fletcher with a double, then the base hit by Fry tied the game. And now we've got a G5-4. So we should end up with a tie game. Wells at first, 2 outs in the inning. There we go. Now I think we got it all sorted out. Batter now is Gonzalez, and the Orioles are going to try to get Mercedes out of the inning. Mercedes will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough. 40 is going to stay tough. With a 96, that'll be a fly ball into left field. Back for that one is going to be Big B. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Blue Jays tie the game. 1 run on 2 hits. We are tied at 3 as we head into the 7th inning stretch. Sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I will take a small break. No. Don't forget, we will have Ultra Quick Baseball after today's game. Our next game will be later tonight. We will be at Jacobs Field in Cleveland, Ohio, as the Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Cleveland Indians, and we've got quite the pitching matchup in that one for you. Hideo Nomo will be on the mound for the Red Sox, and Bartolo Colon will be on the mound for the Indians. Nomo Colon, Red Sox, Indians. That should be a good one. Bottom of the 7th, Lions is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Blue Jays is going to be Scott Eyre. 1-2 with a 3.45 ERA, 15 2/3 innings pitched, 15 hits, 1 homer, 7 walks, 16 strikeouts in 2001. He'll finish getting his warm-up tosses in while Digital Diamond catches up. So bear with me for that. Leading off for Baltimore is Roberts. Roberts today is 1 for 3 with a single. Tied at 3, bottom of the 7th. Eyre will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a ballpark check, 62. He's batting righty. That's in play. A 6. He's going to get into that one enough for that to be a base hit. Infield set for double play. Batter now is Richard. Richard today is 0 for 3. And of course the first thing Eyre does is put the leadoff man on. Eyre will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a ballpark check, 34. Uh-oh, he's a lefty. That's wheelhouse. But a 78 is going to be way too high, except that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Wells will get under that one for Toronto. He will make the play for out number 1. Actually, out number 1 out number 1. I must have just forgotten to adjust that. The infield would be a double play depth as well. Conine, now the batter. Conine is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Eyre will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 52. Just misses being a hit. Instead, that's going to be grounded over to first. Delgado waiting for it there. We'll see if they can turn the double play. That's going to be a 7 or less on 2D6. Delgado's got it. He'll throw that over to Gonzalez. The relay will come back from Gonzalez. That'll be in time. That'll be a G363 inning-ending double play. Stadium groans. Ugh. The single goes to naught for the Orioles. We are tied at 3 after 7. Hopefully we're not headed for another obscenely long game today. Top of the 8th coming up, and Mercedes is going to come out of the game. The Orioles are going to go to the bullpen. Coming into pitch is going to be B.J. Ryan, the lefty. 2-4 with a 4.25 ERA. 53 innings pitched, 47 hits, 6 homers, 30 walks, 54 strikeouts in 2001. His job is to try to keep this game right where it is. He'll finish up his warm-up tosses as he's getting ready for the heart of the Toronto order. Here's Fulmer. Fulmer today is 0 for 3. Right. We need BJ Ryan. Oh, there it is. All right. Now back to it. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 74. Fly ball into center field. Back forward is Matos. He'll make the catch near the track. Out number 1. Here's Delgado. Delgado is 1 for 3 with a double today. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 76. Not going to do anything with that except lift that into center field as well. And we've got Matos back there getting his sprints in. He'll make the catch. Again, this time it's out number 2. Mondesi, now the batter. Mondesi 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is an in-play 21, and Mondesi is going to extend the inning with his 4th hit of the day. He's going to have another single. And that'll bring Latham to the plate. Latham is 0 for 3 today. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 72. He's not going to fight that one off. That'll be grounded over to second. Waiting for that is Roberts. He'll take his time, throw it over to first. Side retired. The 2-out single comes to nothing for the Blue Jays, and we remain tied at 3, moving into the bottom of the 8th. We'll get some more activity in both bullpens, as getting loose for Toronto is going to be lefty Dan Plesac. As for the Orioles, they are going to get... They're going to get... They're going to get John BAL warming up. Okay. Leading off for the Orioles will be Ripken. Ripken today is 1 for 3. Tied at 3, bottom of the 8th. Air will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 91. That'll be grounded over to short. Waiting for that one is Gonzalez. He'll make the play, out number 1. Let's actually remember to adjust the out indicator. And here's Batista. Batista is 1 for 3 with a double. Air will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 67. He's not that patient against the lefty. Grounded over to second. Once again, actually this time, that's Fry getting to that one. He'll make the thrower to first for out number 2. Big B, now the batter. Big B today is 1 for 3 with a double. 2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. Tied at 3. Air will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a ballpark check. 61 for a lefty is in play. A 99 is going to be way too high. That'll be lifted into right field. Back for that is Mondesi. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles here in the bottom of the 8th. We are tied at 3 in Baltimore, where now we have the age-old question of, will we see some top of the 9th inning magic? Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little rare Friday afternoon baseball. Top of the 9th, and we've got the bottom of the Blue Jays order coming up. Here's Lopez. Lopez today is 0 for 3. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 84. Not that patient against the lefty. That'll be grounded over to short. Waiting for that there is Mora. He'll make the play for out number 1. I will be happy if this does not turn into another 11-inning marathon like we had last night. Fletcher, now the batter. Fletcher is 1 for 3 with a double today. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 80. Not going to fight that one off. That'll be lifted into center field. Back for that one is Matos. He'll make the catch. That'll turn into out number 2. Fry now the batter. Fry is 1 for 3 with a single today. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 39, and against a lefty, Fry will get into that one. That'll be a base hit. Two outs will bring Wells to the plate, and I'm just going to deal with this text real quick. Okay, looks like things are good there. Wells today is 1 for 4 with a double. Ryan trying to get out of trouble. He will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 45. That's a base hit by Wells. Let's see what kind of runner advancement we've got here. Oop. Sharp liner into center field. That'll be 2-base advancement with 2 outs. And that'll put the go-ahead run for Toronto 90 feet away. And Gonzalez at the plate. Gonzalez is 1 for 4 with a single. Ryan will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 9. Swing and a miss by Gonzalez. Strike 3. That retires the side. Two singles with 2 outs come to nothing for the Blue Jays. We are still tied at 3. Heading into the bottom of the 9th, where now we have to figure out if we're going to see some bottom of the 9th inning magic. We're looking at the bottom of the Baltimore order. Here's Lunar. Lunar today is 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 9th. Lunar, or Air will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 98. That'll be a fly ball into left field. Back for that one is Latham. He will make the catch for out number 1. Matos, now the batter. Matos today is 1 for 3 with a double. Air will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking at for Toronto. Error on the shortstop. Shortstop is Gonzalez. His error rating is a 4. And that is an awful time for Gonzalez to make an error. That'll be a one-base error on Gonzalez, as Matos finds himself safe at first on the E6. Infield at double play. Batter now is Mora. Mora today is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Jump of 5 against the hold of 9. Could they have him try to swipe a bag here? They're going to have him try. 0 to 70, he gets the jump. But an A3 should still be an excellent chance, I think. Yes. So yeah, they're going to have him try to swipe a bag here. Ooh, 97, so Matos actually does not get the jump. He will hold. Air will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 19. Swing and a miss by Mora. Strike 3. That's out number 2. That is the first strikeout by Air. That'll bring up Richard with 2 outs. Richard today is... Oh, no, actually, no, that'll bring up Roberts with 2 outs. I think I got my cards swapped. Roberts is 2 for 4 with 2 singles of his own. Air will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking at for Toronto this time. Error on the third baseman. Third baseman is Lopez. His error rating is a 3. That is another terrible error. This one on Lopez. We'll see how many bases this is going to cost the Blue Jays. And that's another 1-base error. So an E5 puts Matos into scoring position. Two errors here by the Blue Jays. Batter now is Richard. Richard today, actually, now it's Richard. Richard is 0 for 4. A single wins the game. No pressure. 6 is a tough 30. A wild pitch. And that'll work just as well. Two errors and now a wild pitch. And the Blue Jays have all kinds of problems, so now a base hit even more wins it. Air will get the sign from Fletcher once again. That's also ball 1. Of course, another wild pitch just ends the game. Air will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 77. He's not going to fight that one off. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Back for that one is Wells. He will make the catch, and we have got bonus baseball for the second day in a row. Stadium groans. Ugh. 2 errors and a wild pitch, but the Blue Jays get away with all of it. We are tied at 3, heading after 9. The Blue Jays sure were not acting like they wanted this game. Air will come out of the game. Dan Plesac will take over for the Blue Jays. Actually, first pitcher is going to be, it should be the Orioles pitching. but Ryan is also going to come out of the game. John BAL will take over for the Orioles. So technically, Air is still over here. Want to know with a 3.04 ERA, 26 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 hits, 2 homers, 17 walks, 21 strikeouts in 2001. He will have the heart of the Blue Jays order to deal with. Here's Fulmer. Fulmer is 0 for 4 today. Tied at 3 heading into the 10th. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 99. He's not that patient. That'll be flied into right field. Under that is going to be Richard. He'll make the play for out number 1. Delgado, now the batter. Delgado is 1 for 4 with a double. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 11 is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking at for Baltimore. Range on the second baseman. Second baseman for Baltimore is Roberts. His range is a D. This could be a problem. A 54, gonna struggle with it, but he's gonna strain for it, but he'll dive, he's got it. That'll be a ground ball over to him. He will take his time, he'll recover, throw it to first, get Delgado by a couple of steps, 2 outs in the inning. Here's Mondesi. Mondesi today is 4 for 4 with a double and 3 singles. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 93. Plunk, ouch. Mondesi gets hit by the pitch. And I'm not going to... Normally I'd put out warnings as per my house rule, but I'm not going to here. Latham, now the batter, since the game can basically end any time. Latham is 0 for 4. I will put warnings in if it starts getting more snippy, though. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a tough 12. Swing and a miss by Latham. Strike 3, side retired. Nothing across except the hit batter for the Blue Jays. We remain tied at 3, heading into the bottom of the 10th. I swear, folks, 2001 just refuses to behave. Air will come out of the game. Now Dan Plesac will take over for the Blue Jays. 4 and 5 with a 3.57 ERA, 45 and a third innings pitched, 34 hits, 4 homers, 24 walks, 68 strikeouts in 2001. While he finishes getting up his warm-up tosses in, Conine will step into the batter's box. Conine is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Remember, Toronto cannot lose this game or they would be eliminated officially from playoff eligibility. Again, they're basically eliminated, but this would make it official. Because Toronto would not be able to finish with a winning record. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. 10 is a patient 35. And that'll get the Orioles started with ball 4. Infield set for double play. Batter now is Ripken. Ripken today is 1 for 4 with a single. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 54. That'll be grounded over to third. Picking that up is Lopez. We'll see if the Blue Jays can turn the double play. 8 or less on 2d6. Lopez has got it. He'll throw that over to Fry. That'll get Conine. Fry will make the relay over to first. That is in time. That's around the horn for a 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs in the inning. Two outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Batista. Batista today is 1 for 4. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 36. And Batista's going to get into that one. He's going to end up with a double. That'll bring Bigby up with 2 outs. Bigby today is 1 for 4 with a double of his own. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 72. Called strike 3 on Bigby, and we have got more bonus baseball for you. That retires the side. The 2-out double comes to nothing for Baltimore. We remain tied at 3 after 10. Here we go again, folks. Let's get some more activity in the bullpens. Paul Quantrill will start to get loose for the Blue Jays. And for the Orioles, they'll get Jorge Julio warming up. Ay. Bottom of the order for Toronto to lead off. Here's Lopez. Lopez today is 0 for 4. This might well actually be the first game where I need the fast score house rule. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 55, and Lopez is going to fight that one off. He will have a leadoff single. Fletcher, now the batter as the infield moves to double play. Fletcher today is 1 for 4 with a double. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 15, and that's also going to be ball 4. And the Blue Jays, just like that, have something going on here. 2 on, nobody out. Fry, now the batter. Fry today is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 64. That'll be grounded over to second. Let's see if the if the Orioles can turn the double play. That needs to be a 6 or less on 2d6. Let's see. Roberts has got it. He'll throw that over to Mora. That'll get Fletcher. Mora will make the relay over to Conine. That'll be in time for a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs in the inning. Lopez will go to third. Stadium cheers. Yay! Batter now is Wells with 2 outs. Wells today is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. BAL will get the sign from Lunar. He will set and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 23. Called strike 3 on Wells. Side retired. A hit and a walk, but the Blue Jays can't do anything with it. We remain tied at 3, heading into the bottom of the 11th. Stadium size. Phew! Just as a warning, I'm probably going to get buzzed because I haven't had a chance to tell her yet not to buzz. Lunar leading off the bottom of the 11th. Lunar today is he's 1 for 3. Got a single. He's been hit by a pitch. Ay. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 73 is in play for Lunar. 50 is not going to be able to do anything with it. That'll be grounded over to first. Grabbing that is Delgado. He'll wave off Plesac coming over to cover the bag. Take it over himself. Out number 1. Matos, now the batter with 1 out. Matos today is 1 for 3 with a double, and he reached on an error. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 82. He is not that patient. That'll be grounded over to short. Gonzalez will get that one with no problem. He'll make the play over to first. Out number 2. Mora, now the batter. Mora today is 2 for 5 with 2 singles. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a patient 58, and Mora is going to get into one. That'll get into the outfield, and that's going to be a double for Mora. Roberts, now the batter. Roberts today is 2 for 4 with 2 singles and a wild pitch. And Phoenix Knight is going to be an Orioles fan for probably about the next 5 minutes, hoping this game ends. Because a single will win it. Fans here at Camden Yards are on their feet. Plesac will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, he will kick, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 31. Called strike 3 on Roberts, and we have got more bonus baseball. Stadium groans. Stadium and Phoenix Knight groan. Ugh. The 2-out double goes for nothing. We are tied at 3. After 11, we have got more bonus baseball. Are you kidding me? More bonus baseball today. This is crazy. BAL is going to come out of the game. Oh boy, I'm hoping this is not going to be the theme of the weekend. Jorge Julio coming in for the Orioles. 1-1 with a 3.80 ERA. 21 1/3 innings pitched. 25 hits, 2 homers, 9 walks, 22 strikeouts in 2001. Gonzalez leading off for the Blue Jays. Gonzalez today is 1 for 5 with a single. Oh, jeez. All right. Julio will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a defense check. We are looking at error on the center fielder. Center fielder is Matos. His error rating is a 2. That's a 33. That'll be an error. That'll be a 2-base error as Gonzalez will go to second on the E8. I now got to double check how to enter this in Digital Diamond. Let's see. There we go. So this is going to be an E8. Should be star. Should do it. Because I want to end up with Gonzalez at second. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to do it this way. So, runner advances R1. So we should have ended up with a 2-base error, and now we'll have Fulmer at the plate. Fulmer today is 0 for 5. Julio will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 89. That'll be grounded over to second. Picking that up is going to be Roberts. He'll make the play over to first for out number 1. Gonzalez will take third on the throw, which will also bring the infield in. Batter now is Delgado. Delgado today is 1 for 5 with a double. But, whoa, that is not what I wanted to have happen at all. There we are. I was trying to check on... hold on, I've got to deal with this, so I will be right back. And this is one time I'm going to be glad that you came back. You're going to have a rush of brains and of course. You can bring him in right here.
Wow. You do a lot of stuff here, huh?
Yeah. You need a picture or anything?
Huh?
You need a picture, maybe.
I'll take it out here. Thank you, Bob.
You too, thank you. Okay, thanks. Mild distraction, but I think we're getting over that. Where were we? Oh yes, looks like we just had a grounder. Gonzalez is at third, and the infield is in. Holy guacamole, Batman. Delgado's at the plate. Okay. Right, now I'm cussing and swearing, trying to get my thing on my iPad to drop down. And I did it from the wrong place. Here we go. Okay. I will deal with that message later, because that's not something we're pressing in here. Julio will get the sign from Lunar. Fans here at Camden Yards are nervous. Julio will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 65. That'll be a grounder over to short. Grabbing that is going to be Mora, but the throw is going to come to the plate. Four, if I remember correctly, either the runner's out, batter's out, everybody else holds. So that will go to, so that'll be a G6, R3 holds, 2 outs in the inning. And now it's going to come to the very formidable bat today of Mondesi. Mondesi is 4 for 4 with a double, 3 singles, and he's been hit by a pitch. Julio will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 69. That, actually, against a righty, that's a base hit. Gonzalez will come in. Toronto will take the lead, 4-3. Stadium barfs. Blah. The error proving very costly, and now that's going to send Quantrill sitting down, and the Blue Jays are going to get Billy Koch warming up. Mondesi does it again. Batter now is Latham. Latham is 0 for 5. Julio will get the sign from Lunar. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 0-0. We've got a rare play. Are you kidding me? Runners on base, patient. Here we are. .42, catcher with a D or F range gets crossed up and misses the pitch. Runner advances 1 base on a passed ball. Catcher here is Lunar. He's got an A range, so he will. Right, so he'll catch the ball down and hold the runners. We'll check patience to resolve the at-bat. An 11, that's ball 4. And of course now we get the craziness starting to happen because 2001 refuses to effing behave. Lopez, now the batter. Lopez is 1 for 5 with a single. Ay, ay, ay. Julio will get the sign from Lunar, and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 63. Called strike 3 on Lopez, inning over. Oh. I can't believe this, how crazy this has gotten. One run, 1 hit, an error, and a walk, and the Blue Jays now have a 4-3 lead. Where now we're wondering if will we see some 12th inning magic. God, I hope not. I don't know how much more of this, fortunately I can't take any more of this because after 12 we're going to a clutch roll and fast score per the house rule. No wonder I started early. No, Philip, this was more about having the time to start early, but yeah, now I'm definitely glad I started early. Plesac is going to come out of the game. Billy Koch is going to come in to try to finish it for the Blue Jays. 2-5 with a 4.80 ERA and 36 saves. 69 and a third innings pitched, 69 hits, 7 homers, 33 walks, 55 strikeouts in 2001. Unfortunately for him, the ask is the heart of the Orioles order. Ugh, jeez. I also will apologize in case you heard any of the dialogue from the delivery earlier. I guess I didn't think about the sound carrying in here. Anyway, heart of the order for the Orioles coming up. Here's Richard. Richard today is 0 for 5. And to think, we've still got more baseball later. Koch will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set and he will pitch. I also hope this is not going to set the theme for the weekend. 4 is a patient 20, and guess what, folks? Richard gets us started with ball 4. As a changeup misses the zone. If you want exciting baseball, stop by here this weekend, apparently. Here's Conine. Conine today is 1 for 3 with a single, and he's walked twice. Koch will get the sign from Fletcher. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is an in-place 6, and Conine gets into one. That didn't take long. Richard will score. Conine will be at third, standing up with a triple. We are tied at 4. Stadium cheers. Yay! Phoenix Knight's heart can't take much more of this. But I'll tell you what. Batter now is Ripken. Infield in. Conine is the winning run. Ripken today is 1 for 5 with a single. You just don't see chaos like that on those other channels with the colorful cards or the fluffy kitty. Oh. Koch will get the sign from Fletcher. Fans here at Camden Yards hoping the Orioles can finish this game. Koch will set. He will kick, and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 96, and it's finally over because that's a fly ball into left field. Latham will get under that one. That'll be out number 1. Conine here comes Conine on the charging in from third is Conine. Here comes the throw from left and Latham. The throw is not in time. Conine is safe. Orioles win on a walk-off sac fly. And it is now the score ends 5-4 Orioles. Stadium cheers. Yay! Phoenix Knight collapses. Oh, good grief. Final line score coming up. Good God. Another Game of the Year candidate, for no other reason than this was chaotic. Actually, one more thing I want to do, so I'll be right back. Let's get... Jesus, Mary and the wee donkey. For the Orioles, 5 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. For the Blue Jays, 4 runs on 13 hits on 2 errors. Winning pitcher in all of this mess is going to be Jorge Julio. He will get the win. Billy Koch tried to get the save, but he will end up with the loss. I'm going to do my usual cleanup because we have got Ultra Quick Baseball coming up next. Glad you enjoyed the show, Philip. Of course, you guys know we are not done yet because we still have Ultra Quick Baseball by Downey Games to see how the rest of the majors fared. The Battle of the Birds goes to the Baltimore Orioles, 5-4, and it took us 12 innings to get there. So, let's see how the rest of the majors fared here in this block number 37. It is August 26, 2001. We've got the Yankees and the Angels, both Qs. Yankees roll a 16, that's 3. Angels roll a 12, that's 1. That game goes to the Bronx Bombers. Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers, R31 is 3. Braves, P23 is also 3. They will have extras. Dodgers roll a 4, plus 3 is 7. Braves roll a 3, minus 2 is 1. The Dodgers will take that in extras. Cardinals and the Cubs. The Cardinals have already been eliminated from playoff contention. Cardinals, S16 is 3. Cubs, U25 is 4. That's a win for the Baby Bears. Padres and the Marlins. San Diego, R21 is 3. Florida, P26 is also 3. They will have extras. San Diego rolls a 4, plus 1 is 5. Florida rolls a 5, minus 1 is 4. The Friars will pray up that win in extras. Twins and the Royals. Minnesota, N41 is 4. Kansas City, P53 is 5. That's a win for the Royals. Rockies and the Brewers. Colorado, R32 is 4. Brewers, M21 is 2. That's a win for the Rockies. Reds and the Expos are both M's. Cincinnati rolls at 46. That's a big game for Cincinnati. 62 sends them plus 1 column to column N. 62 is 6. Montreal, M15 is 2. The Reds, that game belongs to the Reds. Giants and the Mets. San Francisco, S14 is 3. Mets, N42 is 4. The Mets will have at least one happy recap. Tigers and the Athletics are both R's. Detroit rolls a 22, that's 3. Oakland rolls a 53, that's a big game for Oakland. And Philip, do you blame me for collapsing after that one? 15 is minus 3 columns for an R, that'll send them to column O. 14 is 2, that'll be a win for the Kitty Cats. Diamondbacks and the Phillies. Arizona is in danger of becoming the first historical World Series champion to miss the playoffs in the replay. Can the Diamondbacks avoid doomsday? Let's find out. Arizona, S55 is 7. Philadelphia, T24 is 4. The Snakes, odds are, just get a stay of execution. Astros and the Pirates are both O's. Astros roll a 42, that's 4. Pirates roll a 65, that's 8. The Pirates will hang the Jolly Roger in doubling up the Astros. Indians and the Mariners. Cleveland, W55 is 8. Seattle, T54 is 7. A shootout goes to the Tribe. White Sox and the Devil Rays. White Sox, M16 is 2. Devil Rays, N45 is 4. The Devil Rays will double up the Pale Hose. Red Sox and the Rangers. Boston, L21 is 2. Texas, T22 is 4. That's a win for the Rangers. August 27th, Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers, R43 is 5. Braves, P35 is 4. That's a win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Marlins. Padres, R15 is 3. Marlins, P46 is 5. And the Marlins trying to string together some wins to get back over 500. Pirates and the Brewers. Pittsburgh, L13 is 1. Brewers, N33 is 3. That's a win for the Beer Makers. Giants and the Mets. San Francisco, S45 is 5. Mets, N51 is 4. That's a win for the Giants. Diamondbacks and the Phillies. Diamondbacks, S33 is 4. Phillies, T22 is also 4. They will have extras. Diamondbacks roll a 5. -1 is 4. Phillies roll a 6. +0 is 6. That's a win for the Phillies, and the Arizona Diamondbacks make a bit of bad history on the channel, becoming the first historical season champion to miss the playoffs in a replay. August 28th, Giants and the Diamondbacks. Giants, T43 is 5. Arizona, S55 is actually, T43 was 5. S55 for Arizona is 7. That's a win for the Snakes. Expos and the Braves. Montreal, P41 is 4. Atlanta, N54 is 5. That's a win for the Braves. Athletics and the Orioles. Oakland, Q32 is 4. Baltimore, P54 is 5. That's a win for the Brownbirds. Marlins and the Cubs. Thought I might go 20 innings today. Thank God I didn't. And I've got that's actually why the fast score house rule is in place, Philip, so I don't go 20 plus innings. I cut it after 12, and then I have a clutch roll and fast score after that. Anyway, Marlins, R56 is 7. Cubs, S51 is 5. That game goes to the Marlins. Red Sox and the Indians. Boston, P56 is 6. Cleveland, U52 is 7. That's a win for the Tribe. Also, don't jinx it because we are going to have another game later. White Sox and the Tigers. White Sox, N65 is 8. Detroit, O21 is 2. That's a win for the Pale Hose. Reds and the Astros. Reds, P32 is 4. Astros, Q43 is 5. That's a win for the Astros. Angels and the Royals. Anaheim, L14 is 2. Kansas City, P11 is 0. That's a win for the Halos. Rockies and the Dodgers. Colorado really wanted this one. U66 is 10. Dodgers. M21 is 2. The Rockies will put a pounding on the Dodgers. Pirates and the Brewers. Pirates. L31 is 3. Brewers. N43 is 4. The beer makers will get the Buccaneers drunk just barely. Rangers and the Twins. Texas. T52 is 6. Twins. M44 is 4. That's a win for Texas. Blue Jays and the Yankees. Blue Jays. R56 is 7. Yankees. S23 is a big game for the Yankees. 41 plus 2 columns, so they're on column. So the Yankees are on column U. 64 is 9. That's a win for the Bombers. Phillies and the Mets. Phillies. R21 is 3. Mets. 014 is 2. That's a win for the Phillies. Padres and the Cardinals. Padres. T21 is 4. Cardinals. Q65 is 8. That's a win for the Redbirds. Mariners and the Devil Rays. Seattle. P36 is 4. Tampa Bay. R24 is 3. That's a win for Seattle. August 29th. Giants and the Diamondbacks. San Francisco. T65 is 9. Arizona. S16 is 3. The Giants will triple up the Diamondbacks. Expos and the Braves. Montreal. P12 is 1. Atlanta. N23 is 3. That's a win for the Braves. Athletics and the Orioles. Oakland. Q51 is 5. Orioles. P34 is 4. That's a win for the Athletics. Marlins and the Cubs. Florida. R44 is 5. Cubs. S66, they wanted this one, is 10. The Baby Bears will double up the Fishies. Red Sox and the Indians, we will see these two teams later today. Red Sox. P54 is 5. Indians. U45 is 6. That's a win for the Tribe. White Sox and the Tigers. White Sox. N31 is 3. Tigers. 065 is 8. That's a win for the Kitty Cats. Reds and the Astros. Cincinnati. P26 is 3. Houston. Q53 is 5. That's a win for the Astros. Angels and the Royals. Anaheim. L54 is 4. Kansas City. P31 is 3. That's a win for the Halos. Rockies and the Dodgers. Colorado. U61 is 8. Los Angeles. M63 is 6. That's a win for the Rockies. Pirates and the Brewers. Pittsburgh. L46 is 3. Brewers. N22 is 2. The Pirates will pillage Miller Park. Rangers and the Twins. Texas. T35 is 5. Minnesota. M11 is 0. Another win for Texas. Blue Jays and the Yankees. Neither team wanted this one, apparently. Blue Jays, R12 is 2. Yankees, S11 is 1. That's a win for Toronto. Don't yell at me, Philip. I'm just telling the story the dice want to tell. Phillies and the Mets. Phillies, R62 is 8. Mets 043 is 4. That's a win for the Fightin' Phils. Padres and the Cardinals. Padres T26 is 4. Cardinals Q12 is 1. That's a win for the Friars. Mariners and the Devil Rays. Seattle. Actually, both teams roll 32s. Seattle's P is 4. Tampa Bay's R is also 4. They will have extras. Seattle rolls a 2 plus 0. Tampa Bay rolls a 6 plus 2 is 8. That's a win for the Devil Rays in extras. That is your ultra quick baseball. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tonight. Need new dice. Hilarious, Philip. Later tonight, we will be over at Jacobs Field in Cleveland, Ohio, as the Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Cleveland Indians. Hideo Nomo will be on the mound for the Red Sox, and Bartolo Colon will be up for the Rockies. That should be a good game. But I need to go take a break after this one. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Battle of the Birds here in Baltimore goes to the Orioles, but it takes us 12 innings and a sacrifice fly by Cal Ripken. The Orioles win this game 5-4. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys later.